Hello, this is Larry, and I'm going to show you how to file a privacy complaint against the person that stood in front of your business and filmed you without your authorization and did not give much reason for him being there. And though his action was legal as far as law is concerned, it's very unfortunate, and I'm hoping the law changes. YouTube has a very strict privacy guidance. And if you are shown in anybody's video, either your voice, your name, your address, or you, and that YouTuber happens to be making money, that's where the line is crossed. And if you have been targeted by SLO County Observer, his channel is monetized and he is getting paid by his victims without authorization. So a few things you need to do before you get into the complaint process is you're going to want to copy the URLs to his specific channel and the URL to your channel that you were in, or your video. So what you want to do, easy, to just go to his page, type in SLO County Observer, hit home. After that, you're going to want to hit the three vertical dots up top, hit share, and then copy link. That will go directly to his main channel. And then you're going to want to go to the video you were in, and instead of going up to the three dots for your specific video, about halfway down, you'll see the share with an arrow pointing to the right. Hit that button, copy link. Now you have both links in your clipboard. By the way, I'm using a phone. I'm not sure how it works on a computer. You may have to drag your mouse and copy the URL, but it basically on a phone saves my copies into a clipboard to be used later. So now that you have those two, now how do you differentiate between the two? If you don't remember which one's which, the URL or the link to his specific channel will always contain his name in it. So his name, SLO County Observer, will be in his link to his channel. It'll just be numerical and letters in your link. So that's kind of, and the link of your video. So that's kind of how you differentiate between the two. The other thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to watch the video, unfortunately, and record the times that you are shown in it. And YouTube wants the timestamps. So, for instance, if you notice how it the bottom left of the corner, if I keep hitting it, it'll show 0.07. So that's how it wants you to record the time. So if you're, let's just scroll. Okay, so this gentleman came into it at, let's see, it should be here pretty soon. There you go, right there. So his will be 2:20, and then you see how long that his image remains on that particular cut. So if you're in it for 20 seconds and then he moves off of you, you're going to want to put 2:20-2:30, because you're in there from 2:20 minute mark to 2:30. Now, if you're in there multiple times, he can move off of you and focus on somebody else. Remember, you're doing the privacy complaint just for you. Everybody that was shown in this video from your company should do the same thing. As many people that can basically file complaints, guarantees the video will get taken down. But just keep note of all of the timestamps that you're in. If you're in 3 or 4 different times, then just make sure that you remember those specific timestamps and keep those with you, because that will be needed in the complaint process. This seems tedious and ridiculous. It's not. It'll go really quickly after you do this preliminary stuff. One thing to mention: if you happen to be in his thumbnail, for those that may not know what a thumbnail is, if you go to his videos, his main page, the thumbnail is the picture that represents that video. So all the pictures that are to the left right now, that is called the thumbnail. And if you are the lucky candidate that made it to the thumbnail, you don't have to worry about which timestamps you're in, you are in the whole video as the thumbnail model, basically. So all you have to do is just see how long the video is. And then when it asks you which timestamps you're in, you just put 0:00 to the entire video, which this video right here would be 5:47. So you have to, just remember the entire length of the video if you are a thumbnail person. So once you have that information, you're going to go back to your video and you're going to hit the three vertical dots up top. You're going to hit report, and this is where it begins. So most people want to hit harassment and bullying because that's exactly what he does. He harasses by being there, by being secretive, by looking like he is just a creeper that or investigating you for some reason. Don't do harassment because that won't lead you to the privacy. Do infringes on my rights next. Second to the top, privacy next. That takes you to the guidelines. It's just showing you the guidelines on their policy. You just scroll through it. You can read it if you want. It's just nothing meaningful. Scroll down to where it says, in it looks like purple color, privacy complaint process. Hit that. And then, of course, YouTube expects you to read more. Scroll all the way down. Hit continue. And then I would like to learn more about harassment. You could read it if you want, but that won't take you to the next section. You still wish to file a privacy complaint, the second one. And then, contact the uploader. This is where it wants you to make contact with the uploader, who is SLO County Observer. Now, I could tell you, you can try. By the way, this guy came to my office and did the same thing to a few of my employees. I followed this process. What I did was I went to the message portion of his video my video that I was in, and I just said, "Hey, I was in the video. Please take it down." That's the only way to contact him. I just got harassing replies, and nothing happened from him. So you can do it, but I just say skip it, and there's no way to really contact him. So go to the next section. Continue. Flag the video. Now this says, I have reviewed the community guidelines. I have not. Always say, yes, you have reviewed them. The next one is abuse of privacy. Basically, if this is not you in the video and you dislike a person and just want to take their videos down, it just warns you for that, but that is not you. You have been targeted. Hit continue. It asks you if your image or full name, this is going to definitely be you. The second one is other personal information, which doesn't really apply. Hit your image or your full name. Submit a privacy complaint. Scroll down, and this is where it begins. You're going to put your legal first name, last name, obviously, country. This is my email address. Put yours, and this is where you're going to need to paste the URLs. The first one is to his channel. Please provide the URL of the channel that is revealing your personal information. That is the SLO County link. The second one is the link to your specific video. And then, let's see, copyright. So nothing to do with copyright. Skip down to these. Now you're going to want to check on these choices right here. You're going to want to check all that apply. So we know if you're in the video, the first one, your image is shown. That's an automatic. If you happen to be wearing your first and last name on clothing that was taped by him, or maybe he got a hold of a business card of yours, or your name appears somewhere, you can put my legal name as shown. If you talked, you heard yourself speaking to him, even if you're not speaking to him, if you're speaking to somebody else and it happened to be picked up by his camera, mark the third one. And then the fourth one, it's sad to even think that this would happen, but this guy, you never know. If you happen to have a child that was there and they were shown, hit the fourth one. So if there's other, you can hit other. Then the next section is please, the questions appears within the video. Don't hit the first one where the title of the video, even if you're in the thumbnail, because all that does, you can only hit one option. All that does is it gives the YouTuber the right or the option just to blur or take out the thumbnail but leave the video in. So you want to check the second one within the video. Okay. And these are where the where in the video does okay, so these are the timestamps. So this is where you want to write the timestamps. So if you are, 0.00 skip hyphen and you were in the whole video, which happens to be 12 minutes long, 12, that's it. But if you are in one or more of the video and you're not on the in the thumbnail, you're going to want to put one at a time. So 0.12 seconds to 25 seconds. Then you appeared in 2 minutes to 2:20. So do the first one in that box, then hit add additional, and you're going to want to add every timestamp that you were in. Once that's done, has the content been copied from your own channel? That does not apply, so put no, because that just talks about if you had a YouTube channel. And then you obviously, if your child was in there, you're the legal guardian, hit that box. This section, YouTube wants you to describe yourself. Now, if you are in the thumbnail, put I'm in the thumbnail and I am the one wearing I'm a Caucasian, I'm a black person, I'm a Asian, I am wearing a black hat, blue jeans, white shirt. Also put that you're in the thumbnail, like I said, and also mention that your company has been receiving harassing phone calls by this guy's fans, which most of his interactions with businesses end up resulting in is especially if the name of your company is shown, they find out your number and then they call you and harass you. So make sure that is added. So your description, how YouTube can differentiate, between you and other people in the video. So once that's done, that's pretty much it. This next is I have in good faith, that it violated my privacy. Check yes. I represent that information notification is true and correct. Check yes. Hit submit, and that's about it. So the next possible thing that will happen, you will get a instant email from YouTube confirming that you have submitted a complaint. The email will state that the YouTuber, Slow County Observer, will also receive a email stating that a complaint has been filed against a video. He will have 48 hours to respond. If he doesn't respond, YouTube normally takes down the video, period. If he does respond and challenges it, and the only thing he can challenge is that, that person that's in the video wasn't who they say they were. They're just someone trying to, that doesn't like me or doesn't like my channel, and they're submitting a complaint in their behalf. Well, what you need to do is submit an official record with your image on there, which can be a birth or passport, driver's license, ID. Now, I talked to my attorney about this because the last thing I wanted is any of my information get leaked to anybody, but especially the person I'm complaining about. And my attorney checked into it, and no, YouTube has a very strict policy. They do not divulge any information whatsoever to anybody, much less the person that we are submitting the complaint about. And it is very safe. So you may have to scan a copy of your passport or driver's license, which is worth it. That's what I had to do. And submit, reply back with that attached, and your video will be instantly taken down. So why is it important to do this? Let me just tell you in case you seem like you don't have time, or it seems like just a ridiculously tedious process. I'm just long-winded. Process goes nowhere near as long as I'm sure I talked. But the two reasons why you want to do this. Number one, if your business was shown and you're receiving phone calls now, that will not quit. It might slow down for a while, but there will be waves of people that will watch this video you're in or your company's in because it's going to remain on his channel if not challenged. So your number will always be found, and you will constantly receive waves of harassing phone calls. Number two, they're getting paid on your image. So though what he does is legal and there's nothing we can do about it, the way that we can combat him is taking the money away from him. When it's your image and you did not authorize it. So the only way to deal with him is to file these complaints, and I truly, truly hope you do. And I want to get this guy off of YouTube and hopefully send him to the unemployment line. So hopefully you're in agreement and you will do it. It's been my pleasure to help. God bless. Good luck.